Did you know that for this movie, M3GAN 2.0 was announced on January 18th, 2023, less than 2 weeks after the release of the first M3GAN movie? I was pretty excited for this movie. I had some pretty good expectations for this movie. The first M3GAN movie really surprised me with how good it actually was. I'm a big fan of Blumhouse Productions. I'm a big fan of James Wan. He didn't direct this movie, however. I know he still produced it, but there was definitely a lot of change in this in M3GAN 2.0 that you could tell that they definitely switched directors out. But I still had a great time. I saw this with a really good friend last night. We both had a lot of fun. You could just sit back and relax and have a good time. So I have 3 things that I liked about this movie, and my last thing is definitely my favorite. First thing I liked about this movie is the story. The story was pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. It was very Terminator 2 inspired. The story is still intriguing and intrigues me enough. It's basically just a modern telling of Terminator 2 with AI and the power of AI nowadays compared to back when Terminator came out in the 80s. There was also kind of an interesting part to the story I liked in this movie as well. Well, it wasn't just AI and robots, but integration of AI technology with humans, specifically the Gemma scene where the little AI implant was inserted in her head. Some people are talking about maybe someday there's going to be a chip that you can put in your brain. I think those chips are mainly for health reasons, mainly to help those who have, it's more to help them than to hurt them. But obviously we know that technology can be abused at any point in time, and it's really never a good idea to combine AI and humans because we're not made for that. Also with the story is I like the change in tone. It still was horror. It wasn't as horror heavy as the first one. So the director for this one kind of wanted to do a little something, flip it a little bit. And we still get a lot of good horror aspects, but it's very comedy / action, specifically near the end. But the comedy parts actually really cracked me up. In the first movie, she's super serious, stone cold serious. There's no comedy to her whatsoever. In this movie, she's a completely different robot, and she's just one-lining all over the place, insulting. She was so funny in this movie. I mean, so many funny moments, so many funny lines, and some out of pocket moments that did M3GAN really just say that? I was a little afraid that this movie would be too heavy with the action and comedy and not heavy enough with the horror. I actually think there's a really good balance of horror and action comedy. The second thing I liked about this movie was the characters, but I also liked the fight scenes as well. It was great seeing the characters come back. Gemma, Katie, M3GAN. We had a lot of the characters that were in the first movie came back for this one. Then we got some new additions, but mainly the big one was Amelia. Was a pretty big fan of Amelia, honestly. She was played by, I don't remember the actress's name, but she was in Ahsoka. She played Shin Hati. Depends on who you ask, but Shin Hati. I mean, she did a phenomenal job. And just how she really went all in on the whole, acting like a robot. Just all of her movements, all of the way she speaks, the way she acts. I think she nailed it. Then the action sequences were actually pretty neat too. I like the little Steven Seagal influence in here that we got. That added a little comedic humor to the whole movie. But action's one of my favorite genres, so of course whenever I see action, I always hope it's good. And it was just super crazy. You're thinking of AI systems that can pick up on stuff instantaneously, and they know they can master it within seconds. So all the different martial arts, I have no idea how many different forms they were using, but I guarantee you they were using at least 3 or 4 different kinds of martial arts in this movie. And then we kind of get a little Tom Cruise influence too, where M3GAN does base jumping and she's got a flight suit. I mean, that was very Mission Impossible coded. And then this goes to my third thing I liked about this movie was my favorite scene, which was the final fight between Amelia and M3GAN. Very evenly matched. I mean, super fast paced, hand to hand, violent, crazy, just everything you want in a fight scene. So I highly recommend, if you like the first M3GAN movie, you're gonna like this one. So for M3GAN 2.0, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And remember to leave me a thumbs up and jump in the comments below. Do you think they should make a M3GAN 3.0 or not? And why? See you soon.